So welcome back to another video, and I hope you're all going to have a fantastic bank holiday. So I've been to my first ever morning car boot, and it was a bit of an experience. I won't lie, because normally if I go to a car boot, because on a weekend I like a lie-in and stuff, so normally I go like the afternoon one starting at 12, 1, whatever. And this is the first time I've ever been to a morning because I see so many people picking up awesome things, and they always say you need to go early. So I thought I'd go to one of my local ones, not that far, a couple of miles away, and it said on the internet it opened at 6:30 for buyers. I think it were 5 for sellers, something like that. So I thought I'd just go there and see what the crack is. So got there at 6:20, and literally about 40 people in the queue. And one of the guys said, "Oh, do you normally have to queue to get in?" I don't know. But then another guy said, "Oh yeah, it's normally like this." And because it's school holidays as well, it was even more busy. But what an experience! What ups and downs of this. I've seen so many times on other YouTube channels when cars pull in, because there were still cars pulling in when we were going in, and then all the people just dive at that car at the boot and start saying, "How much is this? How much is that?" before they've even got anything out. And it's the first time I've ever seen that. That's nothing I would ever do. Nothing I'd ever do. I'm not going to be part of that. I think it's a bit, not scummy, but you've got to let the people set up. It's simple as you can't be just pulling stuff out of people's cars. I don't think it's right, but some people might want to do it, but it's not for me. Not for me anyway. So yeah, really good experience. Really, really good. And I think I've done really well. Really well. So I've got tons and tons of pickups. Tons. I can't believe how many I were getting. There must have been about 100 sellers. 100 cars there easily. And I think that's because of the school holiday. Lots of toys. Lots of like clothing stuff. And I could spot all the resellers a mile off. Mile off. But yeah, I was just going for obviously my gaming, my retro, anything like that. But stuff I like to collect. Because I don't really resell. You see, I've done the odd little bit here and there just to put money back into the collection sort of thing, but not as a full-time thing like a lot of people do. So we'll crack on anyway. So the first pickup I got, and this was only £1. Only £1. It wanted £1 for different all the games, and there were some good ones in there, but I couldn't be bothered doing it to resell. I was just doing it to collect and stuff. But I have picked up Rayman on the PS1. I wasn't too sure if I had this. I've got an app on my phone, but at carboot, I'm not going to start getting it out. To see. I've got nearly 1,300 games. Searching every single game, what I'm not too sure if I've got or not. So picked that up for £1 because I wasn't too sure. And when I've got home, I have got it. So I will be reselling that one in pretty decent condition. Got the odd crack here and there and stuff, but lovely and complete. The disc is mint. £1, bargain. So that was my first pickup, and I thought that's a good sign of things to come. So next thing I picked up was some 360 games for £1 as well, and a couple of these I don't see that much. I think they're about £4, £5, £6 in CX, and the first one were Ride to Hell Retribution. I've seen that online, but I've never seen it in person. Nice and complete again. So I think this game is a bit like a Hell's Angels. I think, because I haven't tried any of these, not played any of them yet, so I think that's a Hell's Angels sort of game. Looks pretty decent. Pretty decent. £1. And then I've seen this loads of times in sales, just never picked it up. And it's an exclusive, and that is Fusion Frenzy 2. It's all like sort of mini games. I think you can choose these characters. You can either play it against computer or online. You play like little mini games. So it looks pretty good. That one there, don't know if you can see it, reminds me of the Gladiator one where they're in the balls. But that's missing the manual, but for £1, not going to complain. And then we were going to buy this the other week, but the case were pretty naff, and I think it was £5 or £6 or something. And that is Vampire Rain. So that looks quite interesting. Nice and complete. So I think basically you're a SWAT team. Sorry about the light. You're like a SWAT team, and you go around sort of killing vampires. I presume the sort of killing people in the city. And you have to go in as a SWAT team. It reminds me a bit of sort of Splinter Cell, just by looking up back, or a bit of Metal Gear Solid. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So I'm really happy to pick that one up. So that's a few Xbox 360 games. Then on one of the next stalls, I found a vinyl pop, and I only collect the gaming ones. And this is one I haven't seen that often, and it was only a £5. I don't like to pay more than £5. I don't buy them from shops really, unless they're on offer. But I don't like to pay more than a £5. And this is a Gears of War one, and it is General Ram. So I've got a couple of them. I've got the Locust one and some of the main characters. But yeah, and it says it's a limited edition exclusive from the, I don't know, 2019 Spring Convention. Don't know if that makes it any more rare, but £5. Not going to turn that down. So very, very happy to pick that up. And then the next thing, because you know I like my retro figures, found a couple of retro figures. I didn't think I'd find any. I see loads of people collecting them, different people. And I always look out for Jurassic Park dinosaurs. And the way to tell is the JP on the side. And I found one. First time I've ever found this, the JP, it's just wearing off slightly. I looked in quite a few dinosaur boxes on different stores. This is from 1993, so that's really good. And it's still got a bit of an action there. I don't know if it's meant to do anything else, but 50p. 50p I paid for that. So that can go with my Jurassic Park figures. First dinosaur in the collection. So really happy to pick that up. Then I saw like a reseller table. It would definitely reseller because it had loads of different bits and bobs. Not many retro stuff, but loads of like newer stuff. And I found WWF 90s figures. And this is part of the Nasty Boys tag team. Don't ask me which one it is. I used to have alt figures years ago, but I'm not 100% sure of all the names. This is from 1991 again. The one wanted £3. I thought I'd just pay it. Don't know how much it goes for online, but pretty good condition. Action still all works and stuff. Not much paint rubbing off on that one. So another figure for the collection. Then I found some more Goosebumps books. I just can't get enough. But these are the newer version ones. I'm going to have to see which one, because I'm starting to get quite a few of the, especially the newer ones. 2015, is it? Something like that, 14, something like that. And I'm not too sure which ones I've got. I'm trying to go for the full set for both. Because I used to love these as a kid. So I picked up a load for £2. It was pretty funny because it was a mother and son stall, and I asked them how much the books are, and he said £5, and then mother went, no, £2. So I gave the son £2 over the moon, because it was literally just selling all his toys and old clothes and stuff. So I quickly show you what I've got. So I'll just quickly show you. I won't go through all the names. Some of you aren't that interested, but. And I got this one, Series 2000. Don't know if what this one is. It says Series 2000, so this is like. Don't know if it's. Oh no, this is from 1998. So got a load of the older ones, and then this said it's from 1998. I've never seen that one. So happy to get them. £2. Not going to say no for them. So then we've picked up some VHS for the collection. 50p each. 50p each. I'm not going to turn them down. And the first one I got were an absolute classic for me as a kid. Absolute classic. And that is Toy Story. The first Toy Story. You can't go wrong with Toy Story. So I always check the VHS because I've checked them before when I go inside. And half of the time it's not the right one, or when you look inside there's mould, and you don't want mould in there because they'll never work and they'll just more or less rot. So we've got Toy Story, and then we've got a couple of Power Rangers. Don't say Power Rangers, but Power Rangers the movie. I think these are mainly from the 90s. And then we've got Power Rangers Green with Evil parts 4 and 5. Then I found this one. Never seen this. Special collector's edition of Transformers the movie. But this is like a cartoon. And when I look on the back, it says 1986. Never seen that before. So that's pretty decent to find. So more VHS for the collection. Absolutely love it. Then I found some retro gamer magazines. I've been wanting to get some of these for ages, absolutely ages, but I just don't want to pay. How much are these now? About £5-6 each, and I might only read them once. So there was a guy selling probably about 10. I thought I'll just get a few, just for £1 each. So you're not gonna say no, are you? So I've picked like 3 of the best covers for me anyway. So the first one I got was this one with Rampage on the front. Who don't love a bit of Rampage? Absolutely classic game, that one, isn't it? So I got Rampage, and then I had to get this one because it's probably one of my best arcade games ever, and that is Crazy Taxi. I've got it on the Dreamcast, but I loved playing this back in the day in the arcade. Absolutely amazing, that one. And then, because it's one of my sort of all-time favourite consoles, I got the PS1 one. I haven't read any of these yet, but for £1, even if I just read them once, £1 well spent, isn't it? So yeah, a few retro gamer magazines, what I absolutely love. So then, got a load more games to show you. Absolute load more. The pickups just keep on coming. And I think, if I can remember, all these were 50p, something like that, to £1, something like that, yeah. So, the first one we got is Prince of Persia Revelations on the PSP. 50p. Can't go wrong, can you? 50p. Never played this before, but complete. Not going to leave it there for 50p, are you, for the collection? And then I'm trying to pick up PS4 games when I can, when they're cheap, because I don't have a PS4 yet, but I'm trying to get exclusive ones only. So I've picked up Infamous Second Son. Always look out for that, only on PlayStation. That's how you know it's an exclusive. I think that were £1, something like that. Don't come with booklets these days, but this looks brilliant on that. That's a nice pickup. And then we got some PS2 games, and I was surprised I didn't have these, but there you go. So the first one we've got in television, the history of video gaming lives. So that's all in television games. Never, obviously, in television were well before my time, but to have it as a PS2 version, very nice, very nice. I think that was 50p. And then this one were definitely £1. And I've got the first one, but never picked up the second one, and that is The Getaway. But this is Black Monday. Got the first Getaway and it were brilliant, but I've never picked up the second one. Another £1. Lovely, complete. All discs. Looking pretty good because I always check them. A lot of people in car boot videos never check the disc. Could be scratched to hell, could have the ring round it, whatever. So I always check them. If they look half decent, pick them up. And this next game I never knew won the PlayStation 2. Never knew. And that is Star Wars Force Unleashed. I thought it first came out on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, but obviously not. So really happy to get that one. Really happy. Lovely and complete. Then I picked up a Wii shovelware game. You've just got to do them now and again, haven't you? Ones that look pretty fun. And this is Invictus Boxing Challenge. So just a probably bog standard boxing game, but who don't like a boxing game on the Wii? I think that was 50p. And as well, lovely and complete. Can't go wrong. Then I'm really happy to pick this one. They wanted £2. I said, you take £1, because a lot of people do these days, don't they? I've seen this a few times, but in CX, but never picked it up. And I've seen the first one as well, and this is Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. I think it's some sort of painting game. I'm not too 100% sure. This is on the PS3. I'm not 100% sure with that one, but I've seen it a few times in CX. I'm sure it's about £6. Another £1. You're not going to leave games there for £1, you ain't got. That's lovely and complete. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. So, yeah, some decent games there. Then I picked up an Xbox One game. I didn't think I'd find many of them, what I needed or wanted. Because, obviously, I need all these for the collection, but there were loads of games there. What I could have picked up for the collection, just, I'm not interested. I'll only pick up ones what are interesting and stuff. So, this was, I think, £2 this one. And this is Watch Dogs 2 on the Xbox One. I've got Watch Dogs 1. Quite enjoyed it. Never played, obviously, number 2. Got the disc and a pamphlet thing. But I've never played the second one. £2, you're not going to leave it there. I don't know how much it goes in CX. So yeah. So that's literally all the games. And then I will get into me, I don't know, second to last stall. And I thought, I won't find anything else. So I'm about to just leave, and then I saw these on the table and I thought, never seen these before. Knew they even existed. So, really happy with it. These were free for a £5. And the comics. But the Sega Sonic comics, never knew these existed ever. This one's from 1995. So absolutely over the moon. Look at the graphics on that. Some of the pages are these are nearly mint condition. Absolutely. And in these comics as well, it sort of give you advertisements for games. Yeah, these are that there, Sega Tennis. Don't know if you can see it there. Different games and stuff, and it has the comics straight. That just shouts out 90s, doesn't it? Absolutely amazing condition. just sat there on the table. And this was about 9 o'clock. About 9 o'clock when I left. So we've got that one. Sonic the Poster Mag. So this has like giant posters and stuff in it. It's literally just a giant. I will do a short on this, but it's the whole like booklet is one giant poster. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I never knew these even existed. And then got this one from 1993. Britain's official Sega comic. £1.10 in the day. Every fortnight they came out. But look at that. Advertisement. It's the Jungle Book. But these are just absolutely classic. This is probably one of my best finds ever. Look at that. It was funny as well though, because when I bought them off this woman, she said, "Oh, are these rare?" I said, "I ain't got a clue, because I don't know if they are or not. They might not be. I've never seen them before, but they probably aren't rare." And she said, "Oh, how much they're worth?" I said, "I don't have a clue, because I just collect this stuff. I don't like resell it or anything." So yeah, so absolute over the moon. 3 comics from the 90s. Look at them. Absolute beautiful. Probably my best find ever in the wild. So yeah, so that is all my pickups from the morning car boot. I think I've done really well. Let us know in the comments if you think I've done pretty well. So thank you for watching. As always, do the usual. Give us a comment and I'll always reply.